Hello goat lovers, Crystal here with Blue Cactus Dairy Goats, and we are 36 days away from baby goats hitting the ground, and I have some exciting news I'd like to share with you guys. But first, if you're new to the channel, make sure you take a moment to subscribe because you're not going to want to miss a thing. Okay, so the exciting news I wanted to share with you guys actually has to do with my beautiful grand champion May here. Now, May is the oldest doe in the herd. She is 11 years old in 9 days. So she is just a super strong, awesome doe. And a lot of our herd is actually built around her genetics. So if you've been following the channel, you know just how important I think that this gorgeous doe is. And I'm just super excited about the fact that she is bred this year. So just a little backstory on May. We got May from a woman I became very good friends with. She had been showing goats for many years, and she ended up being my mentor. So the first show we ever went to, May was 1 year old and she was fresh, so she did have babies and an udder. So she got first place in her class, which obviously excited me to no extent. I was super excited, and that is where I got the show bug. She didn't win grand champion or anything, but that was the last grand champion win that her mama Obi won, and she was over 10 years old. So just really great genetics that come out of May. So I love May. We have had May since she was 6 weeks old, and we have not been able to keep every single kid that she's had, unfortunately, or I would have. But you know, when we first started out over a decade ago, we didn't have a lot of money, and so we had to sell May's kids, a lot of her kids, unfortunately. But now we are at least in a position that it's not so dire that we sell May's kids. And for the last few years, I have said I'm going to just kind of hoard on her kids. I really wanted another doe out of her, which we've only ever sold 3 of May's does, and we've kept 2. So May has only, in all of her kiddings, only ever had 5 does. So again, we do have 2 of them, Mayo and Maddie, but I want more. I want more out of May. Last year, Sweet May did not get bred. If she did get bred, then she absorbed them very early on into her gestation, and here we are. So she had last year off. So this year, because of her age, I was just a little concerned that she'd maybe not get bred again. So I've been watching her, kind of helicopter momming over her, and just watching her like a hawk for any new developments, which obviously is harder to see when you're watching her like crazy every single day. But she's definitely bred this time. So because of her weigh-in, she had gained 6 pounds and 3 inches. Now that doesn't necessarily mean she's bred. It's a pretty good indication, but until an udder bump or something starts, you really just don't know. The other day, she leaned over just right, and I got the perfect view. And come on in, you guys. I'm gonna show you. Okay, so again, she leaned over just perfect enough for me to see her little udder bump. And I hope you guys can see it, because I know it's harder to see on camera with the darker hair. But she has a little handful, and I am so excited. So that is the exciting news I wanted to share with you guys. So I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that, and I hope you can see her little udder bump because it's adorable. And obviously that's the exciting part of this video. Just the fact that I know for sure that May is bred now. And not only is she bred and she's a champion, her mama's a champion, but she is bred to champion Oregon this year. So oh my gosh, the baby is going to be absolutely gorgeous. With Oregon's kids, the potential for coat pattern and such is going to be maybe some silver chamoisés. So that would just be absolutely stunning. So chamoisé is May's coat pattern with the black belly, the black boots, and the black stripe. And Oregon is just silver. So if he passes his silver modifier onto these babies, then they could potentially be silver chamoisés, and that would just be stunning. And also, of course, May here is blue-eyed and polled, so wouldn't that be some perks? Here's the thing, you guys, her due date is April 9th. That puts her 50 days out from actually kidding. The fact that she's 50 days out, if her due date is correct, then she's already got an udder bump going, when you'll typically see it about 6 weeks to 4 weeks for a doe that's already kidded. So maybe she has two. That's my whole point there, you guys. Maybe there are two babies in here that May really wants to give me. You know, two does, a buck and a doe. I don't really honestly care. I'd really like a doe. Well, I know your back end is gorgeous, girl, but let's just face this way. I would really love a doe from her, but again, if she has a buck or anything, I mean, it's gonna be probably mine. They will just definitely be mine, actually. There's not really a probably. So I am just beyond excited about it. She, again, is just such an important doe to my breeding program. She's an outstanding doe. She has so many wins under her belt, with lots and lots of competition, and she just continually impresses judges every time she walks in a ring. All right, guys, so I just wanted to share that exciting news with you and let you know the rest of the herd is doing really great. Everybody's slowly getting bigger and their little udder bumps are popping up, so getting really excited. Here in the next 2 to 3 weeks, we'll have a lot of pre-kidding care that we need to get done. Ain't that right? Fill for babies and all of that good stuff. So for now, I am going to sign off, but stick around for just a bit and see how the boys are doing in Arkansas. See you guys soon.
Good evening, patrons. Just giving you guys an update from the Long Skinny. This is our second day here, although we got here pretty late in the day yesterday, but I'll just show you guys around. So we got this tent set up and we have a wood stove inside it because it's going to be 25 degrees tonight and for the next few days. So it's going to be in the 20s. We're going to be cold. We have a bunch of firewood split inside. We brought some with us, and Daren's been gathering dead dry wood and sawing it up and putting it in there, and even split some of it. And all that's going to go in a video whenever I get to editing it. Daren also built a fire ring today. He's having lots of fun, you know, in a forest, you know. So this is the trail that I made the first time, which goes out to the road. And since we've been here, my finger was over the camera. Since we've been here, we've just been getting ready. We got here yesterday, but it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and this was just all trees. So if you can see a big pile right there and another pile right here, and there's another pile on the other side of the tent over there. And so we've just, all we could clear yesterday was just enough to get the tent set up, and we were in there all night long. It was cold. It was only, I think the low was 44 degrees, but these Zona boys were freezing, man. It wasn't, it was colder than I wanted it to be. So like I said, tonight's going to be in the 20s. We've got lots of dry wood. We have the chimney set up. We're good to go, hopefully. We're going to do some filming in the tent tonight, you know, enduring in the frozen weather. We were supposed to get some rain, but it just kind of missed us, I think. So that's good. Like missed us, not misted us, but missed us. So, we show you the trail. This is the trail that I made the first time I was here, but now it looks a lot more worn because, you know, we've been walking up and down it. We brought this little trailer. No, there's no goats in it. There's too much going on to deal with that right now. But I brought this little trailer because I'm still driving through someone else's property to get here, and I knew I wouldn't be able to turn around with the big cargo trailer or anything bigger, and this one is light enough that we just unhooked it and spun it around, and yeah, plus Plus it was able to bring more gear. We've got 2 generators, a jackhammer, a bunch of saws, like everything you need to, you know, a wheelbarrow, everything you need to make a dent in this thing. But that's the update. Me and Daren are hopping in the old truck here and headed to town to get water and food, because yesterday we just brought Subway because I knew that we were running out of time and you know, and we wouldn't be cooking anything. So we've got goat jerky, we've got, you know, nuts and stuff like that. That's kind of what we've been snacking on all day. But we're gonna go get some food for dinner and stuff to cook tomorrow, and lots of filming, and there'll be a video soon.